without a doubt, created the environment. We started out as a family, and we treat each other like family, and the girls followed suit right behind us. So for us, it was very big for supporting one another, no matter what happened throughout our season. Even with the girls, they support one another and we support them. And this group has been a family from the minute that we started. Literally the minute we started. We have our ups and downs. I yell at the girls a lot. I get mad at the girls a lot, but they know it comes from love. They know my concern for them is only for them to be better, only for them to reach the goals that they want to reach. And I'm never trying to make them or force them into goals that are my own. It's truly what they want, and I support them in their dreams and how they want to go about those dreams. So this year, to go 34-0, which I remember there was a time Diamond came up to me before a game and she said, "Coach, you ever had an undefeated season?" And me being the superstition person that I am, I said, "Why would you bring that up? Why would you even?" No, I haven't, and I don't want to talk about it. And we truly, that was just one of our things. You know, as we got further in and we were 20-0 and then 22-0, it was something that I just said, we're not going to talk about it. That's not our focus. Our focus is the next game. And the girls bought into that, and they never got big heads. They were always calm, cool, collective, and that's a testament to who they're around and what you guys bring to them as parents. These young ladies walk around as humble young ladies. You would never know the accomplishments and the things they have reached, and I'm so proud of some of those accomplishments. And I want to take the note for those who didn't get a chance to hear about those. I got to tell you, because I like to brag about my girls, so I'm going to brag a little bit too. We had Kiana Skay, who reached her 1,000-point plateau this year, which is awesome. Then we had Diamond Miller, who has done, oh man, so many different things. But so I'm going to start off with, she's the all-time leading scorer of both women and men's, which is an amazing thing to do. We all have heard, because before you say her name, which I just messed up, you're supposed to say All-American Diamond Miller. So All-American as well. She was also Gatorade Player of the Year. She also had an opportunity to play for the USA Olympic team, which is another amazing accomplishment. And as much as she doesn't like to shine and to bring the attention to her, I don't know if you guys realize how this basketball world works, but it takes one player. It takes one player to open doors. And Diamond's effort is going to live on way past her leaving here this year and going to Maryland, because she's opening doors for all the girls that are coming behind her and giving opportunities and putting Franklin on the map, without a doubt. You can take a seat now and stop bragging about you. College after this, and I'm very proud of that as well. We have Louise. Stand up, where are you? She's going to an amazing school in Massachusetts. She's great academically. She's done some great things academically, so she's got an academic scholarship, and she's going to continue to play basketball, so I'm very proud of her for that as well. Then we have Tiana Jackson. Stand up. She's going to Virginia State next year, which we just found out, so congratulations to Tiana. And as you just heard, Ms. Diamond Miller next year will be playing at Maryland, so we expect you all to tune in. Make sure you keep watching, of course. So Diamond's going to Maryland. Good job, Diamond. All right, so my sister, I didn't want to talk, sorry. That's my mistake. I wanted to kind of tell you a little bit about the journey to get to 34-0. So you go to practice every day. We're supposed to be there 3 to 5. We go 2 hours, and then we leave out of those 2 hours. When the girls leave, we don't stop. We're still working. We're still talking. We're still communicating. And it's the little things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know when it comes to coaching. Coaching is not necessarily just X and O's. You can know basketball all day. You can watch basketball. You can write down plays. You can do all those things. You can even have expectations of how people are going to perform. But the truth of the matter is you don't know until you're in it. And you have to pay attention to the details and the emotions of kids. And we did what we call question of the day. So every time we started our practice, we would do a general question that the girls would answer. And those questions were able to let us know the type of girls that we had. One particular question was, why do you play basketball? And you would be amazed that some of these girls are playing basketball for their parents. Some of these are playing because they love the competition. Some are playing just because they started at 9 years old and it's something they've always done, so they continue to do it. But it's about the motivation that's behind it. And how do you motivate kids that are all coming from different walks of life, that have different motivation of playing? And you do that by caring. And my staff and I, we care. We care hard. We take care of these girls. We would knock down doors for these girls if we had to. Marklin knows I give him hell all the time, but it's always to make sure that it's the right thing for my girls. It's never for me, it's never for my coaching staff. It's whatever the girls need, I'm willing to fight for, and I will continue to fight for my girls because they always need somebody that's gonna step up and be able to speak up. And I believe in that. They know I always say you have a voice, and when you have a voice, you have to use that voice. And I encourage the girls that are coming back. I have a freshman that came in, Christina Majette, who had no voice. She came in and stepped into a very, very difficult role. But one of the most difficult roles is when you're a freshman, you're supposed to listen to what the seniors and the juniors said. And you're just supposed to do exactly what they said. And we went against the grain. And every time that she would be yelled at, and we allow that because we communicate, we would turn around and say, well, yell back. If they yell at you, yell back. If they tell you stop, you tell them stop too. Because you gotta have a voice. You gotta be able to communicate. You gotta be able to battle. And these girls battled. They learned how to communicate with each other. They learned how to love each other. They learned how to support each other. And more than anything, they never, ever, ever, ever got jealous or envious of someone else's goals or what they accomplishments, all the accomplishments that we were able to do. And to have such a humble young lady who received all those compliments helped us. Diamond was and still is a very, very humble young lady. And there were plenty of times after games where people would, kind of bombard because this is the All-American. I want to see who she is, and I want to shake her hand. There was an older gentleman in one situation where he talked to her. The whole time he talked to her, he held her hand. So she was kind of looking at me going, what do I do now? But the attention that comes with that is tough. And the determination and the focus that comes behind all of what they have to do is tough. And I have one of the toughest group of girls I've ever had. Ever. These girls are so tough, and I'm not saying physically we go out there and we battle. I'm talking mentally tough. Their focus and determination. Imagine teenagers being able to focus every day for about three and a half months on one goal. They left last season with a sour taste in their mouth. When we lost that game and the refs took it from us, because I'm still blaming the refs, absolutely. That's something I will never stop doing. There were times we were walking out, Tiana and Diamond had this look on her face, and Diamond looked at me and she said, Coach, we'll be back. We're coming right back here. And imagine the focus, because she knows where she's going, she knows what she's gonna do, but her heart and her pride was here, right here in Franklin. Her focus was right here in Franklin. And having the staff and the teammates around her to help support that, that's how we were able really to travel through our journey. I give it all to those young ladies and how they were able to handle themselves through this process. Most of you who know me know I'm very humble. I don't like attention. It's never about me, it's about them. I will take the time to tell you to be honored and recognized nationally was probably one of the most, I'm still trying to put it in words. I have so many people who come to me and say how proud they are of me, and all of those things. I can tell you one thing, I'm proud, but I'm proud the way I did it, and I'm proud of my staff and how they supported it. It was never about, again, me. It was about the girls, and my effort was always towards them, and to be rewarded for doing what I did. I'm amazed by that. I'm very proud of that. And it's probably something that will carry with me for the rest of my life. I'll never forget these girls because of that. And that award will always put a picture of them for me, always. So thank you, ladies, for supporting me for that. Then there's, I want to talk quickly about my staff, I promise. After leaving Bridgewater, and she was a head coach that actually we used to battle back and forth. We battled so much that she'd be on the court, I'd be on the court, we'd be yelling at the refs, she'd be yelling at the refs, and then we would look at each other and laugh. We had a bond from the beginning. When I first came to the Skyline Conference, she welcomed me with open arms. A lot of things that I tell my girls, I'm very proud to be an African-American black woman standing in front of those girls and representing that for them. And I was proud that she was doing the same exact thing. So we were never going against each other. We were always on the same team, except for when the scoreboard said what it said. We're going to talk about that. Thanks. We're going to move on to that. But the most amazing thing was, it takes a special person to go from being a head coach to now coming behind someone else and being an assistant coach. And I'm thankful for you for doing that and being humble in that. The girls started to learn very quickly that we were on the same page. Sometimes we would say it at the same time, but they would learn very quickly that I was not making the subs. She was. So they would learn that if they came out of the game, they'd make sure they sit very, very close to her. Very, very close to her. And then I would yell at her and I would, go crazy. I need somebody. And she would look at me like, hold on a second, I'm gonna make it work. I got a couple kids crying, we got some emotions going on here. But she always allowed me to coach. She always allowed me to stand up there and focus on the things I needed to focus on. And she's an amazing support, an amazing teacher, and it's a great thing to have her a part of this program, so thank you. Appreciate it. And I always want to give a shout out to my light-skinned buddy over here, Carl. Carl Gray has been with us for a very long time. The girls give him a hard time all the time. All the time. And he sticks through it, but one of the most committed young men I've ever met. He comes without worrying about any extra, anything, he shows up. Every game, every practice, you need him to go somewhere to do something, he does it. He's a worker, he's dedicated, he's very dedicated to these young ladies. And then in his off season, he continues to do AAU with Lance and Team Miller, and still dedicated to teaching the game to kids in our community. So Carl has been an asset to us. He's another one that is what I call a video head. As soon as the games are over and we need film and we want to scout and we want to know what that next team's about, Carl's the first one on it. And he does scouting reports for the ladies, he puts the details in, and he just supports my strategy. So, Carl, thank you for all that you do. To my parents, I promise I will try not to get emotional. This year, you truly showed me your love, and for me, that I am forever grateful. You know what I went through, and while I was going through that, your support is something I will never forget, ever. I appreciate you all, and I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. Those little gestures, those little things, those smiles, those hugs, those not mentioning the things that I don't want to hear about, and treating me like nothing has ever changed, and we're going to keep focused on the girls and keep pushing. That was my strength. That was absolutely my strength. I was able to get away, and you guys were there supporting me, smiling, cheering us on, doing the little things. and never coming and knocking on the door and saying we need to have a meeting. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Ladies, come on down.
Okay, I'm just going to wait for Coach Taylor to come back for a second. As Coach Taylor said a couple of minutes ago, she was honored as the by USA Today as the Coach of the Year, and I don't know if you realize what I think you realize what a tremendous honor that is. It really is, and just listening to all the things that have been said today. Before I give this to her, I want to say a couple of things. I'm not a Franklin guy. I didn't grow up in this town, but I've been here almost 20 years. And when I listen to the alums speak about what's been accomplished athletically in this town, I hear about the teams of the 80s and the teams of the 90s and the legacies that they left. And in my tenure here, I came up through the ranks, health and phys ed, dean of students, vice principal, athletic director. I still didn't get it. I still didn't get it till I think today. I think today when I didn't get on the bus. I didn't get on the bus because I had what I thought were more important things to take care of today. And you know, when you're in the position I'm in, you have to think about a lot of different sports teams and there's different things going on, but I missed a tremendous opportunity. I really did, and I saw the video, and I saw how great it was. And I saw the girls, and I saw the band, and I saw 1,000 kids at the high school come out with their phones. And what I realized, ladies, and I don't think you realize this, is those legacies of the teams of the 80s and the 90s, you and this program with this staff and these parents over the last 6-7 years have created a legacy that hasn't been seen in Franklin in 20 years. So congratulations on that. And now today really hit me, and I get it. So thank you for that. Coach Taylor, there's no way this was going back. So this is from USA Today. This is the article and just everything about Coach Taylor. Coach of the Year, Audrey Taylor. After 9 years of coaching the Warriors, the team pulled it all together in perhaps the greatest girls basketball season in state history, finishing 34-0. Taylor led the team to their third undefeated record Taylor led the team to the third undefeated record in New Jersey history, the most wins of any undefeated team, a Group 4 state championship, and the Tournament of Champions title. So this will forever be yours. And we love you and we congratulate you. And just finally, I've been holding on to this for a couple of weeks now. This came in, and I'm just going to simply read it to you. It's from the State of New Jersey, Office of the Governor, stated Friday, April 12th, 2019. Dear Principal Schmiel, dear Athletic Director Margolin, on behalf of the Governor and myself, I want to congratulate you and each of the players on the Franklin Warriors basketball team on an historic season capped off with winning the NJSIA Girls Basketball Tournament of Champions Final. Wow. While clearly a team sport, I want to single out seniors Tiana Jackson and Diamond Miller, as well as juniors Kennedy and Kiana Skenk for finishing the season's championship game in double figures. To the coaches, the players, the staff, and the entire school fan base of supporters, I and the Governor congratulate and respect you. Best regards, Tammy Murphy. Again, just in closing, I think there's a lot of people that wish they could have been here tonight, but a lot of people, the diehards got here, and there are some diehards that couldn't make it. Coach Kavanaugh is on the mend. Okay, she had a procedure done, and she's doing great. And I know if she would have been here. But again, there's a lot of diehards in the room. You know what this team and this program has done for Franklin, And again, ladies, coaches, we're so proud of you. Thank you for the legacy that you have left us, and God bless. Good night, everyone.
One more time, go Warriors! Let's go Warriors! Have a safe trip home, and thank you for everything.
Yes.